June 30th, 2009, part 3. We're standing at the Place de la Bastille. Everybody knows about the Bastille. It's a city prison in Paris. And they know about Bastille Day, July 14th. Nothing remains except we're going to walk across the street and there's some brick left from one of the gun turrets from the original Bastille, but everything's been lost below the pavement. This monument is not a monument to the Bastille, but rather to citizen uprisings in the summer of 1830 and the summer of 1848. If I took you back to 1066 and William the Conqueror, and he came across and took over Normandy, and parts of western France, and subsequent to that there were constant wars between the two sides, the French and the English. And there were wars between Catholics and Protestants. And in 1328, Charles IV died without an heir. And the Norman King of England tried to claim the throne of France, which led to what we know as the 100 Years' War, the Franco-Anglo battles, the 100-Year War. And I didn't remember the placement of Joan of Arc, but Joan of Arc in 1429 rallied the French and she united North and South and drove the English across the Channel in 1453, and modern France was born. And what I'm trying to bring you up to date is this story about the Bastille, and it has a certain amount of significance today. Anyway, around the 1500s, Francois I became the first king of France. Catholics and Protestants, they fought openly. In 2,000 Parisians were slaughtered in the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre in 1572. And then the wars of religion subsided for a while, and the Bourbon King Henry IV took over in 1589. He converted to Catholicism, and he signed the Edict of Nantes, which led to freedom of worship. But then came along the Sun King, Louis XIV, and moved out to Versailles and the Age of Enlightenment and all that you know was going on. But he revoked the Edict of Nantes. In other words, religious freedom. So that was followed by Louis XV, Louis XVI, Marie Antoinette, Voltaire, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Maximilien de Robespierre, and Napoleon. But here's what's interesting. A financial crunch from the wars and royal excess drove the French people to revolt. And then, therefore, on July 14th, 1789, they stormed the Bastille, and they formed the first French Republic. But of course, you all know then that after that came the Reign of Terror. And everything fell, the whole structure fell so far apart that we needed a dictator, and that was Napoleon Bonaparte. After Napoleon Bonaparte lost at Waterloo and was exiled, the monarchy returned for a while, but then here in this square in 1830 and 1848, the citizenry revolted, and the revolt that took place in 1848 is remembered in what we know, Les Miserables. So anyway, just some interesting history, how a monarchy like ours, excess, and leads to financial ruin, and the people revolt, and then there will come along a dictator.